There's no excuse in ignorance. Like, how can you ignore having a press card on a serious note in this country?
Yeah, maybe because we have a lot of people out there, that are actually practicing this. We have so many YouTubers, so many bloggers, and also some people like Obina said something about this cake being too big, right? Some people are like so jealous of one another. I want to be here, I want to be here. You can't get above me and something like that. Like there's so much negative competition out there.
So with a press card, it just tells you that you are trained. You are able to know something concerned with a copyright. You know what
Yeah.
defamation means. You know about issues related with national security and reporting how it means.
Yeah.
During the anti-government protest, some of the people sharing some of the sensitive images to the public. Like, can you think like there is a parent who is watching? This is someone's son that we are trying to expose. There is someone sick. Do you see that you're going to lead the study in a negative way?
Yeah.
So ignorance, we cannot just allow it. So we keep on emphasizing and telling them. Now,
Please welcome back to the show. I'm your good host, presenter Ru, and I have amazing media houses with me here today. And today I have had the privilege of having the interview with the principal of Goldchild Institute. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hey, what's your name for someone who doesn't know you?
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity, first of all.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah.
to get this chance. My name is Nyabuto Henry.
Nice to meet you, Henry.
Pleasure.
Maybe before we begin the interview, Henry, how long have you been in Goldchild Institute?
I really don't know how to answer you, but in this field, I've been there more than 12 years. That's what I can say.
Okay.
Yeah, because my profession is journalism, and that's what I do.
Mhm.
And currently at Goldchild Media, that is what we are doing. But in terms of now focusing on short courses only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry, let's dive into the school a little bit, the history of the school. How did you guys come up with the name Goldchild Institute?
Yeah, thanks for the question. Whenever we talk about gold, everybody, once you get a gold, you feel like this is the only treasure that I have. So if you look carefully at the society right now, what is taking place after COVID-19, people are able to learn. It is good to have something that you are able to do from your comfort zone. And that's where now we started focusing on media, also the digital media, about becoming your own boss or a content creator. And when we talk about content creator, it is wide. There is someone who has passion in graphics and design. We do it at Goldchild. There is someone who wants to come up with a YouTube channel, but they want to get some concept about camera operation and also video editing. That is what we do at Goldchild Media. There's someone who wants to do photography, because if we observe the streets of Nairobi, we have many young people who are doing street photographies. Once they take a photo, they're able to share to your phone immediately, without like taking that long, the way we used to have those olden days. So that's what we also do here. We ensure within 3 months, at least you are able to come up with your own project. You become your own boss, not like we are telling you to go and be a job seeker. No, now you're going to be as someone who employs other people. Yeah.
Well, Henry, maybe a little bit about what this school offers to the students.
Yeah, Goldchild Media, as I've said, our major focus is on short course programs. So that is videography and photography. Apart from that, we also ensure that we integrate with the online content, that is vlogging. So with that, we are able to reach many young people as long as you have computer literacy skills in most cases.
Yeah.
As long as you have your smartphone, you are able to do your own projects. So that's what we observed in the society and decided the short course is what we are going to do. The first level we take 3 months. That is, now the first level is like a certificate. Then we have the second level, that is a diploma level. So with the diploma level, it takes 6 months, whereby you add 3 first level, 3 second level. So with that, you find that at least now you are good to go to serve the society.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we have a lot of institutions in our country in particular. Well, we have so many institutions that actually offer media courses and the vlogging and the content creation. Maybe while starting this institution, did you experience any challenges? And if they were there, how were you able to solve them to be able to be where you are today?
That's a good question. They always say in business, without competition, then you may think like you are doing a wrong thing.
Yeah.
So competition is what makes us grow. But once we have that brand, Goldchild Media, you just believe like whatever I'm going to take, I'm going to be someone who is going to be of value to the society. And you'll find there are many methods we normally use as far as marketing is concerned. But 90% of our marketing strategy is using the online platform. That's what makes us to stand out. There is a platform like Instagram. Mostly that's where we are based. If you go to Instagram, you can just search for Goldchild Media. You'll be able to get a lot of information on what we offer. If you go to Facebook, that is the same thing we also do there. If you check our WhatsApp status, we keep on posting and updating the young people out there, because those are our right clients we normally target, so that they are able to come and take the courses. So one of the challenges you'll find, getting to people more so now who are in rural areas, it's very hard. And there's no miracle you can use. But once someone gets that opportunity, we always try to get there. Currently, what we are working on to get other people, because you'll find someone who is in Mombasa, they want to do a video editing course, but they cannot
but nobody can help
air
them out.
transport. So by next year, plans are underway. We are going to have 3 branches of virtual campuses. That is in Mombasa. Currently, the one in Eldoret, it is almost done as far as interior designing is concerned. Then by January, we will be able to kick. Then also Kisumu is also in place. Then by the time now we work, as the government says, 2030, at least we are targeting now the major towns in this country, so that we can reach the young people. And not just the young people. You know, when you talk about young people, you may think it is someone who is in high school or primary. No, 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 no. As long as you are computer literate, you are still young, because already you know what TikTok entails, you know what WhatsApp group entails.
We have so many young people out there.
Yeah. So those are the right people we are targeting. So with those challenges about like people are in remote areas, but we are trying to come up with a solution as a team of Goldchild Media. Yeah.
Well, Henry, as the principal, what is it exactly that you offer to the students in this school? Like, are you able to teach them, or maybe do you hire people to do that?
Good question. Now, this being a short course, training, and we have talked about 3 months, which is totally different with other professional courses. You know, like at the university, you have to take 4 years, other courses take 6 years, etc. So here, strictly, most of our classes, they're 90% practical, 90%. The theory, maybe some of the guidelines, like what the media law says, or community policy, so that they don't find their channel being banned or their account being closed. So 90% is all about practical, and that is what makes us to stand out here.
Well, Henry, let's dive into a little bit about the future of Goldchild. Right now, it's like the first year, right?
True.
That the institution began.
True.
Yeah, maybe what's the future of Goldchild institution, like increasing the number of students, and also is the fee they get to pay affordable, and also for students that actually want to be able to attend this school and they're not able to, maybe because of financial issues. Do you sponsor students?
Great question. As I said earlier, we are focusing on the young people. So we cannot tell you like we are targeting 100 people or 2,000 people. By 2030, since the major towns in this country are there, we want to reach those young people, both ladies and also gentlemen, so that these people, they are able to use their own mind and work and hands, so that they can do something constructive in the society, more so occupying the digital platform. That is what we are trying to focus mostly. If you come even during our classes, you'll find it's a one-on-one class, not like that lecture which has like 300 students, 400 for communication skill. No, here it is one-on-one, and we try as much as possible to ensure like a cohort, the first cohort doesn't go beyond 15 students, so that one will be able to fit, of which our trainers, they are mostly based on practical, nothing else. And we ensure that these trainers, they also have that rapport with these students. Because after this person has finished training here, is not going to be a student anymore. This person is going to be a social media content creator. This person is going to be a social media manager. This person maybe has done education, will be coming up with good programs of education. This person has a background of health. They'll be giving us some of the health information using those particular platforms we have in the society. So that is our major target. And in terms of the fee, we don't like push them to pay, but there is that allowance of paying in terms of installments. That is what we keep on doing. So you find like within 3 months, that particular fee, which is affordable, you are able to pay. And on top of that, as part of giving back to the society, there are some students we also try to, I cannot like say sponsor, we nurture them.
Yes.
Okay? So that now they know, yeah, once I have a smartphone, I'm able to record this content. Once I get this particular camera, this is now my responsibility as a photographer. I'm going to earn from it. So that's what we are doing as an institution for both students, trainers, and also the management coming in. And before I even forget, on top of that, on their second month, you find that at least now they have some of the basic information in this field of media. So we also try to work hand in hand with the Media Council of Kenya. Once they have their student press card, they can be taking pictures out there without any constraint, not like an amateur, but someone who knows what he or she is doing. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Well, when the students complete their studies here, are they guaranteed, like, do they like go full like attachments? You say they have one-on-one teachings with the trainers, and maybe do they get to practice before they are let outside the field, like in campuses or maybe in colleges we have these attachments, internship programs. Do you offer those programs?
Yeah, great. Now, just to answer that, remember we said we want these people to be self-employed in the society. So we have also partnered with Obina, the Obina show. So most of the time, even during their first month, you'll find that we normally take them there to know, like, away from class, this is how it works. Even as we are carrying out this interview, now they are really getting, okay, so this is how the mics works, this is how the seats are being arranged. You get that particular information. And another thing, some of our students, not like they are not in the field. There are people who have their own studios. There are people who are working in film production. So they have come here just to get some professional guidelines. So once you get a professional guideline, now like it is not good to use some insultive language and you post it on the social media. Anything related with sensitive images, like in terms of accidents, I'm not supposed to share, and this is because of this and this. So in case this one was a challenge in terms of accessing the market, normally guide them or direct to them, because we have some of the people who are in the industry to go and now practice whatever they have learned. That's what we do. And now I think I've answered your question in terms of internship.
Yeah, you have. Maybe let's dive into the negative part of it. We might have some students where they began their studies here, and we have a lot of people actually who are freestyling there. They're like, we don't need this kind of press card, we don't need this kind of certificates. I can as well learn from YouTube and be able to do what everybody else does. Maybe what's the importance of having that particular press card? Some people don't tend to see the meaning of it.
That's nice. You see, we have like 5 fingers, and all these 5 fingers, they are not equal. The same with human being. We have different characters in the society, and education is not something that you can bargain, because this knowledge is a skill that you're going to acquire. It's not something that, like a good that you're going to buy, use it today, then you forget about it tomorrow. So the person who is ready, this course is meant for people of passion. If you don't have passion, then it will be very hard. It can't. Okay. So the first thing, we keep on mentoring them. Okay. Ignorance, there's no excuse in ignorance. Like, how can you ignore having a press card on a serious note in this country?
Yeah, maybe because we have a lot of people out there, they're actually practicing this. We have so many YouTubers, so many bloggers, and also some people like Obina said something about this cake being too big, right? Some people are like so jealous of one another. I want to be here, I want to be here. You can't get above me and something like that. Like, there's so much negative competition out there.
So with a press card, it just tells you that you are trained. You are able to know something concerned with a copyright. You know what defamation means. You know about issues related with national security and reporting how it means. During the anti-government protest, some of the people sharing some of the sensitive images to the public. Like, can you think like there is a parent who is watching? This is someone's son that we are trying to expose. There is someone sick. Do you see that you're going to lead the study in a negative way? So ignorance, we cannot just allow it. So we keep on emphasizing and telling them, now you are a professional. once you post this content on YouTube, there's some community policy for YouTube. Once you have that platform of going live on TikTok, we also have some community policy. There are many people, even celebrities, whose accounts have been banned just because of ignorance. So with ignorance, no, we cannot allow it. Okay, if you are ready to work, even in Swahili they say maji ukiyavulia nguo lazima ufanye nini? Uyaoge. So there's no way that you're going to come up with a platform, it is banned, and again you open another one just like because of your ignorance. Let us learn from our mistakes. And even as the saying goes, keep on following your face. If you want to go far, just keep on following your face and work with those people who are going to that direction. Yeah.
Well, maybe Henry, let's dive into a little bit about your history. When did you, choose to be a leader, and what things did you consider as you started this journey? Some people might think Henry is a leader; I can as well be there. People start from the ground up. How did you get there?
It is not easy. It is not easy. By the time someone recognizes you that Henry is on top, remember now this Henry was not just, it was not for a day for him to be there. So it has been a long, long, long journey. As I told you, professional, I've done journalism. I finished when that was in around 2012. That's when I was done with my studies. So trying to go to the media, first thing you have to do is volunteer. And like Nairobi, the way it is, for you to get a bus fare, for you to get food, everything is, it's all about money. So now when it comes to volunteering, it is also very hard. But I tried to volunteer for 6 months. That's when I felt like this thing is not working. So one of my lowest moments is when I went to one of the big media houses in this country for an interview to get a job, just for the panel to tell me, no, we only need graduates. People are just fresh from college, they don't have experience. With you, we cannot give you this chance because already you have some experience. So I felt like, what do I do? In fact, I went home. I stayed there for like 3 months again. Then with some of the contacts, the people were telling someone like, in case you get some gigs, kindly inform me.
Yeah, the hustle is real.
Yeah. So that's when I came to Nairobi. I started now fully to teaching. That was in around 2013, 2014. I was teaching one of the colleges in town. From there, I kept on moving now from one institution to another. And here we are. So it is a story. It's one of the challenging stories, but at least I thank God I cannot complain, because as long as you're alive, you cannot keep on complaining. Yeah, you have to look for a solution every time. So it has been a journey. It's not that easy to be here.
Yeah. In your journey of leadership, what aspects have you learned that can be able to help someone to be a leader out there?
That's great. One of the things that I keep on saying, learning is a process. Even the way we are here, we are learning from each other. And for you now to grow as someone who is still learning in this planet, it is by having the right network. You'll have a friend who will tell you, Henry, I think there's something you're doing which is not right. You are ready to be corrected.
Yeah, about corrections. Some people don't take corrections quite well. You can tell someone, maybe you're in the same field, you're doing the same thing, and they take it like a competition. It's like, you're feeling bad, I'm achieving this, and you're not. Maybe that's a genuine mistake you've actually observed, and maybe it can help them in the future.
Just understand yourself, first of all. Okay? Even Jesus Christ himself, who came to die for us, okay?
Yeah.
He didn't just die for us like that. He was persecuted. He went through a lot. So even for that particular gold, by the time it's being called a gold, there's some process that it undergoes. So if you are someone who just ignores things, then you'll be there where you are. Because if we do this thing the same way we have been doing, we'll get the same results. Yeah. But if we get different approach, then you'll get different answers. Be ready to be corrected. Where there is an opportunity to learn, if it is a workshop, just free your mind and learn. Learning is a process. Yeah. Okay? Even some of the powerful people in this world who are there, if you try to deep inside, they didn't just become leaders, they didn't just become powerful like that. They failed many times until they became successful. So learn from your friends. Have the right network. Okay? And even on top of that, I can say, it's not bad to say so. But if you find like just in your phone, you only have some funny people or some funny names, it tells us even you're not going anywhere. Try to imagine someone, Jose was 6-pack, okay? Caro or Duka, you get that now. Yeah. If something gets maybe sick, Do you have a doctor in that line? If you have a legal battle, do you have a lawyer who is in your list? If someone has been arrested, do you have a police officer in that? So try to have the right network. So once you have the right network, now that is the right lane you are following. If you work with other people, also. But if you want to work alone, just believing that I'm very clean, I cannot make mistake, then you're just going to be stagnant. You can grow. Yeah.
About the leadership staff, you get to mentor students, right? Apart from being able to teach them, you can mentor other people out there, right? You have mentored students, right?
True.
Yeah,
True.
maybe a little bit about mentoring. How does that help students? And people can be like, I don't need a mentor to be able to succeed in my life, maybe achieve this particular thing, maybe make this big step, you know. How does that help students?
It feels great as a leader when someone becomes successful and they tells you like, Henry, I'm successful because you helped me. If I use a clear example, there's one of the students I was training who is in town, is a street photographer.
Yes.
And one of the fine days when I was walking around Nairobi, Mr. Henry, come here. Let me take a photo. You are the one who used to emphasize about be a job creator. Now this is what I'm doing. You see, you feel good. At times when you're seated in the office, you hear someone doing some news presentation in radio, you feel like, yeah, that's my student. That's my student. You feel good.
Yeah.
You read an article in a newspaper, the byline there, you say, this
I
was the
told that
same person
student.
who was,
Yeah.
it makes you feel great.
Mhm.
Yeah, when people prosper. But when they don't grow, you even ask yourself some question. Does it mean that I'm giving the wrong content or not? Where am I failing?
Yeah.
So seeing successful young people, it makes you feel happy.
Yeah. How about a student that you have actually trained and maybe they didn't get on the path that you thought they were going to take? Maybe they didn't get to be successful, or maybe they didn't take into consideration what you were teaching. You know, we can have some students where they're like, yeah, my dad wants me to do this, my parents want me to do this, I'm just gonna go to class and be able to do this, but they're not able to do anything or maybe implement what you've taught them.
Nice. You know, at times we talk about the reality with a student. There's a session where you talk about the school of life, away from these books, away from these cameras. One of the things that you need to do, even where we are currently, after COVID-19, we learned a lot. Do something that you have passion. That's the only thing. Try to imagine even this person who is paying my tuition fee dies today. Will I die?
Yeah.
Okay. What if God forbid, what if something happens in this country and I want to go maybe to exile? What can you deliver while you're in exile? So just believe in your hands, believe in your brains. That's the only thing. But if you're doing something because of someone, then no, something is wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah, something is wrong. You don't understand yourself.
Yeah.
Because as an individual, then how can you even define the word psychology or ethics or even logic if yourself you are not able to identify who you are? Yeah, so that's what we do. That's what we do with the students and also the society at large.
Henry, you get to hire people to work with you, right? Maybe have you ever been in a situation where you have hired your colleague, you've been able to work with them. When you hired them, they were very motivated, very passionate. They knew what they wanted to do. They knew what they wanted to give the students. And maybe along the way, they get to lose themselves. They don't even remember who they were. They dive into something totally different. They start changing. And you see them and see that they don't give you what they used to give you before. And this is not going to be of any help to my students. Do you get to keep these people? You get to, help them, these trainees, or maybe are you able to just let them go? Maybe at some point in their life, they'll be like, it was actually the right time for me to, to leave Goldchild and be able to try a new path, maybe, or maybe do you actually train them and bring them back to where they were?
That's a good question. Whenever you're working in any institution, teamwork is the thing to go. You are always a family because this where this person comes early in the morning, and this is the last institution that this person lives. So one of the thing, because we always take analysis or some data of our staffs, and there is that particular platform where we do what we speak out like during team building. So apart from that, if I observe like staff S, there's something wrong. We always summon them, but in a friendly way. You used to deliver, but nowadays you're not delivering. Okay, you seem to be disturbed nowadays. What is happening? There's a psychologist or a psychology department that we normally work hand in hand with. So if we see like this thing is beyond our hands, we refer them there. Okay. Another thing, if we attempt now always, even including some of their very close family members or friends, trying to solve this. Now, at the end of the day, what do? You just wash your hands because you have tried your best. Yeah.
Well, we have routines every single day. We have students like now they're supposed to be in a class at around 1. They're supposed to be here at this time. I'm supposed to be doing this. What's the importance of routines in particular lives of media students?
Yeah. Now, with us here, like Goldchild Media, you find that a session takes 2 hours. And being a short course, we don't need like students to be staying here from 8 to 5 p.m. No, they have their own schedule. For those who are doing graphics, you can say like on Tuesdays, they have 2 hours. Per week, they have 4 hours per week. Then for videography and photography, you find that they have 6 hours per week, of which you find Monday they have a session that is from 2 to 4. Same applies to Wednesday. Same applies to Friday. So that one also tells that student it is good to have your personal schedule for the day. That one will also enable him or her to interact also with people who are in the industry. If we have been talking about purchasing of the cameras, getting some of the lavalier mics like these ones, now we have the right shops where they can go and check the price and also be able to see like now which gadget do I start with? Okay, like what am I missing back at home? Yes, I have a laptop, I have a computer, so what do I miss? I think I need a microphone. So which microphone do I go for? Okay, like I need to update my computer. So how do I get more information about updating or even getting the right Windows or machine? Okay, so with that, we give them that particular time as far as scheduling is concerned to interact with other people who are in the industry away from us now that they normally see in class.
Yeah, well, because of time, as we wind up, maybe you can tell us about the social media platforms of Goldchild Institute and maybe your platform as a person, and also maybe a message to the students and maybe their future and positive stuff they can be able to achieve as a media student.
Uh-huh. That's nice. Here at Goldchild Media Institute, we train students to do either photography as a course on its own, whereby you find photography, it has also photo editing. We have videography, that is camera operation, and also video editing. We have graphic designs, which is all now about print media or a broadcast media, depending on your creativity. So we do it fully practically, not all about like a theoretical class. 90% is all about practical. Then away from that, you can follow us on our Instagram platform, that is Goldchild Media Institute. The same to Facebook, Goldchild Media Institute. If you go to X, the same, Goldchild Media Institute. And if you also visit our office, that is here, KVDA Plaza, sorry, Development House, 11th floor. We have our office there. You can get more information like this course, how long does it take, what is the requirements, maybe for someone to be enrolled. Do you have like other classes apart from this? Because mine is so busy. Our office is always open. That is Monday to Saturday. In terms of classes, we have weekly classes, that is Monday to Friday for different groups. And also Saturday, we have classes we normally run from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. All of them full practical. Within 3 months, you become someone who is a gold to the society.
Gold to the society.
True.
Yeah. Maybe someone can ask, maybe this question is all about social media. Does media really have, money? Some people can be like, I don't want to be a chef, I don't want to be an accountant, I want to be a media personality, it pays more, does this and this.
In the society, if you ask the analog people, they'll tell you media
Bure kabisa.
hakuna kazi hapo, hiyo ni kupoteza pesa.
Yeah.
But if we will be honest, there's a lot of opportunities in media, and every field nowadays it has the media skills, as I told you earlier. Someone has done education. You get the point?
Yeah.
So once you have done education, you want to put some of your agriculture lessons, social studies lessons on your social media. But you don't know like, how do I record? How do I put my social media handles there? How do I improve my production? Someone has done agriculture. You want to teach farmers there how to be real agribusiness people. Some entrepreneurs, not just you farm, then you only think about your stomach. So every field, it has this skill. And if you check even some of our professors, their podcasts nowadays. So for you to open up that podcast, you need someone to operate your camera there. You need someone to put some lower thirds there. You need someone to ensure that your voice is okay. Okay, you need someone who ensures that the way you are looking, you have that particular eye contact with the lens. So media is the thing to go, and it is something which has come there. You saw even the president the other day, he was forced to go to X to explain like what's happening.
Yeah, what's
okay.
going on.
So then how will media die? Media is not dying. We are reviving it. Even in our weddings, unaona kila mtu ako na simu aka hapo mbele.
Yeah, it's nice. It keeps the memories.
Yeah. So we have a lot of opportunities, and my message is all about self-employment, nothing else. Once you are self-employed, you are good to go. Yeah.
Well, you haven't told us your social media handles, as an individual.
Okay. Sorry. With my social media handles, I think I'm all over since I'm training these people. If you go to Facebook, Henry, you'll be able to find me there.
But we have so many Henrys,
No. I'm talking about me specifically. I'm using my own image there. Once you just type Henry, you'll be able to see my image there. I don't use other people's image. If you go to Instagram, Instagram is Sir Henry. TikTok, it is Sir Henry. If we talk about X is Nyabuto #Henry. You'll find me there. If you go to YouTube, Sir Henry, I'm there. Yeah, if you also go to WhatsApp, you will be able to see my updates.
Thank you so much, Henry, guys. Well, if you haven't studied media yet and you still want to achieve a press card, kindly contact this number. I'm going to be putting it down below. It's actually on the logo there. So, Henry, maybe you can spell out the number for us, 07?
I don't have it over.
Okay, so guys, I'm just going to put it down below. So, guys, contact the school, bring your students, bring your children as parents, and also, guys, media is a good space. Come join Goldchild Institute and be able to achieve more than you have right now. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, and let me see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.